Tonight on CTV News at 5.
See, they have a platform and a lot of people will pay attention.
Music with a message. Bad Bunny's performance sparks more than just applause.
Pretty special, and these guys are lucky to have such a crowd like this.
And not even the Super Bowl or the Olympics could tear these fans away. It was standing room only at the Red Cup Championship.
And it's a cold night ahead with a few spots in the region getting into some flurries.
Live from the Maritimes News Center, this is CTV News at 5.
Good evening and welcome to CTV News at 5. I'm Maria Penopalis. Thanks for joining us. First at 5 tonight, a matter of opinion. Last night's Super Bowl halftime show featuring Bad Bunny was as much about the music as it was about the message. Celebrities weighing in on political issues is nothing new, but the question remains, are they simply using their platform or oversharing? CTV's Ryan McDonald looked into the blurred line between entertainment and influence. Ryan.
Maria, most cheers on the Monday after the Super Bowl. It's really pretty standard for the water cooler topic of the day to be about the previous night's halftime show. And usually the talk is about the performance itself, whether people thought it was good, bad, or somewhere in between. But today, people are talking just as much about the statements and stances that were made during last night's performance by Bad Bunny. It was a Super Bowl halftime show that made a statement, and today it has plenty of people talking.
I enjoyed it. It was cool. I liked all of the representation they had.
There's a lot of symbolism, especially when Bad Bunny presented the trophy to the little one.
It's not unusual for celebrities to use a platform like this to weigh in politically.
Hello guys, I'm with my favorite president, the best president of all time.
Nicki Minaj regularly takes to social media with her support for President Trump. Other times it's athletes who speak out.
For Minneapolis, for the city, they've been through a lot, and we empathize with the citizens here.
Well, I think celebrities are torn between the traditional just shut up and sing or using that platform to relay a political or social message.
Jamie Gillies talks about this sort of thing regularly with his students at St. Thomas University. He says to look no further than the Dixie Chicks 2 decades ago as an example of how difficult that choice can be.
Natalie Maines takes a stand against George W. Bush, and the Chicks are basically banned from country radio.
Gillies notes that Bad Bunny has received plenty of criticism for highlighting the economic and social conditions in his native Puerto Rico, while Green Day, a band with a long history of speaking out politically, has also been criticized for just playing the hits.
There's lots of pressures on them not to do this. And then there's sort of an equal pressure, especially in the social media environment which we're in, where fans are looking to them as role models.
No one is illegal on stolen land.
Then there were these strong words from Billie Eilish 2 weekends ago at the Grammys, a message that resonated with Mi'kmaq educator Jarvis Gugu.
And when they spread good messages of no one's illegal, everyone's welcome, love is love, no place for hate, Black Lives Matter, so on and so forth. To me, it's uplifting, it's inspiring.
So do people on the street think celebrities should continue to use their voice like this?
Yeah, I think that they should use the platform they have.
If it's just some ordinary guy like me on the street, but if you're a celebrity, the people will pay attention to you and listen to what you have to say.
And as just one pretty famous example that this type of thing really has been happening for a long time, nearly 60 years ago, Muhammad Ali became nearly as well known around the world for his political stances as he was for his many accomplishments in the boxing ring. And that remains true today when looking back on his life and legacy. Whether that was considered a good thing or a bad thing, clearly, though, is still a matter for debate, Maria.
Wow, thank you, Ryan. CTV's Ryan McDonald for us in Sydney this evening. And that actually brings us to tonight's web poll. This is what we're asking. Are you influenced by celebrities' political views? You've got 3 options. Yes, no, or it depends on the celebrity. Just go to ctvnewsatlantic.ca to weigh in and to see the latest poll results. Lots of people talking today. Todd Battis joins us now at the anchor desk with a look at the headlines. Hi there, Todd.
Hi there, Maria. We kick off Monday with this. Halifax Council is considering a new transit plan. It includes new buses, more routes, and it will cost the city millions to put it in place. But the hope is it will ease the city's congestion woes. We'll have a look at the details tonight at 6. Inside a Moncton hotel, NB Power executives are explaining why the province needs a natural gas-fired plant built in a rural part of New Brunswick near the Nova Scotia border. Outside, protesters made it clear they want the project scrapped. Laura Brown has more at 6 o'clock. Rob Lance, the one-time interim premier of Prince Edward Island, is now back on the job full-time after a Progressive Conservative Party leadership vote on the weekend. Lance beat out the one other rival to take the island's top job. We'll tell you about that coming up at 6 o'clock. Let's tell you about the weather right now. Kayla Mitchell has our first look at the new week and some chilly temperatures and maybe a little snow on the way, hey?
Yeah, that's right. So we'll begin with the temperatures first. And as Todd mentioned, we're headed into a chilly February evening ahead of a typically cold February night for the Maritimes. Temperatures right now for the province of Nova Scotia between -2 and -6. Summerside and Prince Edward Island sitting at -5 this hour. It's -6 at Charlottetown. And most communities in New Brunswick have temperatures sitting between -4 and -7, though -9 at Edmundston in the northwest. Taking a look at the winds around the region, they are out of the northwest. They are being sustained in most cases between 10 and 25 kilometers per hour, though higher for some coastal locations. And there are some wind gusts out there, and some of those gusts getting up between 30 and 50 kilometers per hour. The gusts and the winds themselves will be diminishing as we make our way through this evening and towards midnight. Over on radar and satellite, we do have some cloud cover that's increasing for parts of the Maritimes for tonight, most notably eastern areas of New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, and the north and east of Nova Scotia. Underneath that cloud cover, there are expected to be some flurries. Flurries for PEI tonight, flurries across Cape Breton, and flurries that will be developing across the eastern half of mainland Nova Scotia, with even a chance that some of those flurries could work their way down towards the Halifax area or the Annapolis Valley as we head into the early morning hours of Tuesday. As we zoom out, though, our next sort of bigger weather system is this Alberta Clipper that has now made its way into Ontario. It's a fast-moving weather system, but it is expected to bring the Maritimes snow on Wednesday. And we have a special weather statement that has been issued for much of mainland Nova Scotia, saying that there is a potential for 10 to 25 centimeters of snow. I'll talk more about this in the forecast just a little bit later on. Maria.
Thank you very much, Kaylin. Right now, though, friends, family, and dignitaries gathered to wish Steiner Anguset a happy 84th birthday on Saturday. As CTV's Jesse Thomas shows us, the Norwegian-Canadian was moved by the attention.
Steiner Anguset is many things, a businessman and entrepreneur who created hundreds of jobs here in Atlantic Canada's seafood industry, and a philanthropist who quietly gives back to the community in many charities. The avid sailor was honored on his 84th birthday with a plaque that'll hang at the Dartmouth Yacht Club.
The honors that I was given here, my goodness, it's like a good send-off. It's because at 84 you have to enjoy every day you get.
Friends and representatives from the many organizations he supported, like military and veterans charities and his church, organized this surprise to say thanks to him for all he's done.
Just simple thank you to a man who has given so much of not only his financial resources, but his time.
Several dignitaries were on hand, including former Federal Fisheries Minister Jeff Regan, who met Anguset while holding the portfolio. They've remained close friends.
But I was already before that aware of his tremendous support for veterans and the contributions he makes to so many organizations.
Anguset was born in Norway during the Second World War, and he's never forgotten where he came from, nor the Allied forces who helped liberate his homeland. It inspired him to create the Convoy Cup, a sailing race that pays tribute to the convoy of Allied ships that departed the Bedford Basin during the Battle of the Atlantic, moving vital supplies to Europe.
If these ships had not gotten to the other side, D-Day would not happen. Think about that.
A bronze plaque is still being finished and will replace this temporary granite one, an honor for Angset and his dog Bella, who joined him Saturday and is etched in stone. Jesse Thomas, CTV News, Dartmouth.
Thank you, Jesse, and congratulations to Steiner. All right, still to come, find out how to see the Halifax Thunderbirds on us when they play the Las Vegas Desert Dogs. Details a little later. And coming up next, a game changer.
We can actually make this rink strong.
Nova Scotia rink makes the switch to solar, improving sustainability and savings. The details are next.
The 2026 Bell AUS Basketball Championships are coming up.
We'll see you on the court February 20th to 22nd here at Scotiabank Centre.
Join us for an action-packed weekend filled with games and fun.
For details, visit aushoops.ca.
Welcome back. So parents are always looking for ways to make sports more affordable for their kids. In Nova Scotia, the operators of a local rink found a way to cut costs and pass some of the savings on to families. CTV's Paul Hollingsworth now with the innovation that helps their bottom line.
This community-run arena is always fully booked with hockey games and figure skating sessions. It's also an expensive facility to run, which is why the operators applied for a federal Green Initiative grant. Recently, they scored a big win.
$1.3 million.
That money will cover the cost to convert from electricity to solar power later this year, making it the first solar-powered arena in Nova Scotia. The switch could be a game changer, shaving off more than $14,000 a month in expensive power bills.
But what this is going to do for us is generate income to support the operation over the long term.
Those who use the arena hope the savings will allow it to continue to be a community destination for sports events.
It's the hub. It's the hub of Sackville. Learning about the history of this arena and the people that have made this arena possible. We're in a position now where I think that we can actually make this rink strong for another 50 years.
By making this rink more sustainable and financially viable, operators can use the money they save to renovate and upgrade the facility.
No arena makes money. The operating season is too short.
A new concrete pad under the ice surface and upgraded boards will now be affordable.
That's another $600,000 project.
By keeping costs down, Smith hopes to pass savings on to local families, giving sports a brighter look for people who use this soon-to-be solar-powered arena. Paul Hollingsworth, CTV News, Lower Sackville, Nova Scotia.
Thank you, Paul. What a super idea.
Sounds
Brilliant.
like a fantastic idea. Holy cow, I didn't realize that the power bills for the rinks were so much. I mean, I guess it's not surprising.
Got to keep the ice frozen, right? Yeah.
$14,000 a month?
Wow. Ooh. Outstanding. Hey, speaking of outstanding, I hear Daryl Reeves is at it again. Here it is. Look at this shot.
Yeah, this is a nice one. Yeah, we're soaring here over South Bar in Cape Breton. We got some blue sky in the background. We still got that snow on the ground. Hey, we've got some fresh snow that's going to be on its way in Wednesday across much of the Maritimes. So I'll talk more about that after the break.
Welcome back. We've got another great contest to tell you about. CTV wants you to team up with the Halifax Thunderbirds. You and 3 friends could cheer on Halifax's National Lacrosse League team as they face off against Las Vegas Desert Dogs on March 7th. We are giving away 4 tickets to the game, a night stay at the Halifax Marriott Harbourfront Hotel, and so much more. To enter, just go to ctvatlantic.ca or click on the QR code on your screen right now. We'll announce the winner on Friday, February 20th. Good luck, everybody. What a great prize. Kaylin Mitchell joins us once again with a look at how things are shaping up out there. Kaylin, well, some of that white stuff making its way towards us once again.
Yeah, that's right. So there's parts of the Maritimes that are going to be getting into some flurries tonight and tomorrow, but the more widespread snowfall, that is on Wednesday, and that's with an Alberta Clipper. We'll take a look at that in a moment. Let's take a look, though, at a view over or in the Halifax Public Gardens for today. That's a very nice scene. Boy, the snow sure is scenic, especially when we've got a little bit of winter sunshine and a little bit of blue sky. All right, let's take a look at our weather systems map, and barometric pressure right now is slightly towards the lower side for all 3 maritime provinces. But here's the weather system coming up that's going to be bringing that snow Wednesday into Thursday. As I mentioned, it's an Alberta Clipper. One of the trademarks of these weather systems is not only do they originate in the prairies, but they're also very fast moving. And this one is being sort of rushed across the country by the current jet stream pattern, which has become much more zonal or much more straight west to east. So that low pressure system, it's on a bit of a highway right now, and that's why it's going to be making its way from its position now moving into northern Ontario to the Maritimes in a matter of about 36 hours or so. So taking a look at things on radar right now. Before that, we do have some areas getting into some flurries for tonight. You can already see a couple rounds of flurries coming in off the Cabot Strait in the Gulf of St. Lawrence across parts of Cape Breton and into areas of eastern Nova Scotia. There will likely be some flurries tonight as well for Prince Edward Island, and a chance that some of those flurries could drift down towards central areas of Nova Scotia as we make our way through the night. And that'll show up here on our forecast timeline, these areas of blue representing those flurries that we just talked about. And so they'll be around as we head into the start of the day for tomorrow. I still expect there will be some flurries falling for parts of Prince Edward Island and in the east of Nova Scotia, especially Cape Breton, early Tuesday morning. Other parts of the Maritimes Tuesday morning, well, New Brunswick is looking at a mostly sunny day in western areas of Nova Scotia, clearing to a mix of sun and cloud. As far as the winds go in the forecast, as we make our way through tonight and into tomorrow, they're going to remain mostly out of the north and northwest. The wind gusts diminishing as we make our way towards midnight. And then tomorrow's winds for the Maritimes will be out of the same direction, mostly out of the north and northwest. And they'll be sustained in New Brunswick between 10 and 20 kilometers per hour, but closer to 20 to 30 for both Prince Edward Island and Nova Scotia, with occasional gusts between 20 and 50 kilometers per hour. Some of the more blustery conditions expected around the north coastline of Prince Edward Island, as well as eastern areas of Nova Scotia, including parts of the North Shore and Cape Breton. Taking a look at the forecast for low temperatures for tonight, they will be falling several degrees below zero for the province of Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island. And in New Brunswick tonight, most of the low temperatures falling between -10 and -17. Here's a look at the high temperatures in the forecast for Tuesday and for the province of New Brunswick, mostly between 0 and -6. -4 for Charlottetown, Summerside, Prince Edward Island for tomorrow. And most of the high temperatures for Nova Scotia will be in the range of around -4 to +1. Now let's move forward in the forecast and talk a little bit more about Wednesday. We know we have a special weather statement in effect across much of Nova Scotia, and that's because the center of this Alberta Clipper is going to make its way through the northeastern United States, pass just to the south of Nova Scotia, and then move east just off the Atlantic coastline. So Nova Scotia is in the snow, both at the approach of the weather system and its passage off towards the east. So for Wednesday, it will be snow developing across the Maritimes from the west to the east as we make our way from the morning and into the afternoon. The snow expected to be steadiest in the province of Nova Scotia, and there may be some lingering snow for eastern parts of that province, and still a chance of flurries for other parts of the Maritimes into Thursday morning as the center of that low pressure system moves past and makes its way up towards Newfoundland. So Thursday morning, still some snow falling in Prince Edward Island, eastern Nova Scotia, a chance of flurries for the remainder of the region. All right, let's take a look at our weather watcher for tonight. And tonight's weather watcher is 4-year-old Scarlett Mitchell from Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. Scarlett has sent a drawing of the family enjoying a nice winter day, maybe much like today was, taking some time to build a snowman. Thank you, Scarlett. And weather watchers can come in to CTV Weather Watchers, P.O. Box 1653, Halifax, Nova Scotia, B3J2Z4, or email kaylin.mitchell@bellmedia.ca. Maria.
Thank you very much, Kaylin. So it's time for our final break here on CTV News at 5. But first, some music. They've helped shape Halifax's hip-hop scene, and they're still creating. Universal Soul are local pioneers with a legacy that spans decades. Tonight's African Heritage Month Music Spotlight features Show Up, one of the group's more recent releases as they return to the studio. Here's a preview as we head to break.
I don't give a damn if you came with a plan. I'ma stay on your hand and I'ma leave here, your man. Let's stop all the nonsense. You down with brass tactics, you DM me first. Now your girl's doing backflips. Long time coming, whole world's getting drastic. Eyes on you, my attention is elastic. Everyone is made of plastic. Man, I'm tripping, I'm one conceited bastard.
Mornings with Aaron and Peter.
Passport to Paradise continues. Win your way right here at St. Peter's Turks and Caicos.
The time's running out, to make sure you get your passports weekdays starting at 6 a.m.
Welcome back. So nearly 2,000 people attended the championship game of a high school hockey tournament over the weekend. CTV's Ryan McDonald now on why Red Cup is a bit of a cult classic.
It's not everywhere you would see this many people at a high school hockey game. In fact, it might be unique to Riverview High School's Red Cup.
It's crazy. It's so much fun. There's so much school spirit. It's amazing. Like, you don't understand it until you're actually in the crowd.
That crowd was standing room only for Sunday's championship game between the host Riverview Ravens and the Glace Bay Panthers. With police on hand to ensure student safety, the annual tournament is like the school's Super Bowl or its winter carnival.
It's like the best part of the school year, and it's like so worth it to just look forward to it, and then it finally gets here, and it's unbelievable. Yeah.
The home crowd, many of them dressed in red and white, the school's colors, have plenty to cheer for as Riverview shot out to an early lead.
It's pretty cool. I mean, I went to this high school and grew up in Glace Bay.
Cape Breton Eagles forward Rory Pilling was on enemy territory cheering on the visitors. Still, the Quebec Maritimes Junior Hockey League player was impressed by the home crowd.
We don't even get these kind of fans sometimes. Like, it's pretty special, and these guys are lucky to have such a crowd like this to play in front of.
So why does this event get this kind of cult classic treatment? No one seems to know exactly, though it might simply boil down to one word: tradition.
Like, we make sure everyone gets here. We make announcements, posters, we spread the word, and it's not only our school, it's the community too, which is really special. There's no way this could be possible without all the teachers and staff.
The game ended the way the script called for, with a 6-1 win for the home team. A salute from the Red Cup champions to their adoring fans, and a water bottle shower for the winning goalie.
All the pictures, we'll keep them with us, and all these memories, it's just amazing. Yeah, and to get to come back and see the games later on when we're older, and hopefully the crowd and the energy just stays the same.
Memories made, ones that many of these students will one day look back upon as one of the highlights of their high school years. Ryan McDonald, CTV News, Coxheath, Nova Scotia.
Thank you, Ryan, and congratulations. What a turnout.
Yeah.
It was electric. Wowee.
Looks like everybody had a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so you've got your eyes on the skies, hey?
Yeah, we've got some special weather statements that have issued in the province of Nova Scotia. We have some snow coming up in the Maritimes on Wednesday, so I'll have more on that, more on the extended forecast coming up in CTV News at 6.
We'll see you and Todd at 6. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. The national news is next.